What's going on, everybody? Sean here, the Detroit Disney Duo, and today I have my golden notebook. Let me look. What are we talking about today? Oh, yeah, I have it now in my head. So, today is Saturday evening. It's November the 14th. I just got done watching YouTube. I'm out of the rut of YouTube, and I'm talking to you. That's right, you right now. Anyways, hopefully the sound is great. It sounds great in my brand new Sennheiser 280 Pro headphones. First of all, I want to talk about my equipment. I know that you guys didn't come here to hear me talk about my wonderful gear here, but I want to talk to you about these headphones. First of all, they're not they are kind of heavy, but compared to what I've been wearing is these K240 AKGs that are really nice, and they're lightweight, about $60. These come in at about $100. They're the Sennheiser 280 Pros. They sound wonderful. They have actually the other ones sound very bassy compared to these, and these have a lot of everything sounds so normal. They're more of a monitoring kind of headphones, and they sound more natural to my voice. Just putting that out there for anybody who wants and is looking for some comparisons between headphones. I can tell you that these sound way different. But the reason I like these, and I've had Sennheisers in the past, I have to say that they're built like a tank almost, in my opinion. And I have worn, for gaming, I have worn headphones. I had a boom headset from Sennheiser that lasted a long time. When I say a long time, I think I just got rid of it recently because it was just totally annihilated. But it was the best headset I had ever used for gaming. It was a professional grade headphones and a headset that I spent a lot of money on for gaming, and it was way better than using any of those other ones. Anyways, so here we are. Got everything in place now. New headphones. I got new cans here, man. I can hear again. And and so we got a brand new microphone. The other one is still here. It's on the other side of the desk. It's the Heil PR40, Heil, Heil, Heil sound. Great place and whatnot. So, and I'm using just the last thing that I am going to talk about is the mixing board that I'm using. I'm using the Yamaha MG12XU Yamaha. It's wonderful. It's a great mixing board. Goes up to 64 in gain, and a lot of people want to use this microphone, the Shure SMB7, with a thing called a cloud lifter, and I was like, a cloud lifter? I sound like and I was like, what do I need one of those for? And I'm not really sure that I need one. I sound, at least in my ears, I sound really good. For what it is. I've compared this microphone to the Heil microphone specifications, and I think that where I have my levels now should be where they should be, at least for talking here. Anyways, so that's all I have to say about that. Okay, so hopefully the sound is wonderful. I hope so. Okay, so I want to go on now a little bit here and talk about, first of all, if you're first getting here, if you can, please join our family here at the Detroit Disney Duo and subscribe and hit the subscription button. And it would help us out quite a bit if you do that. You'll get notified when we have new videos, and you'll be part of the big family here. We have 407 users, and you can be here, part of us. Okay, and so today I'm going to be talking about about thinking of the past. And this is something that maybe I'm just an old guy. I'm almost half of a century old, and I find myself thinking back on the past about things, just things in the past, and finding myself maybe daydreaming about things. I don't know if it's just me or what, but for instance, I'll just give you an instance. I was in the Army. That's the ARMY, the United States Army, and I was there for 8 years. And I think about where I have been in the past. I was stationed in Darmstadt, Germany. I had a video about that not too long ago, by the way. Talking about our old base in Darmstadt, Germany, I now have found a video. I can put that in the video, in the description here, about what they're going to be doing with our base. Our base there in Darmstadt is completely being demolished right now. They've demolished over 30 buildings, and they have a few more left, and then they're going to be completed by Christmas, knocking down all the buildings except 4 that are going to be standing, and then they're going to be turning it into something completely different, more modernistic, kind of keeping with history on some things, and there's going to be a lot of new stuff. And all I can say is this. I can't wait to see what the final product is going to be looking like in Darmstadt, Germany. But it's kind of sad to know that you're not going to be able to go to your base anymore and actually get to see what it looks like. That's the only sad thing that I could really think about it not being there, and you're like going, But at least if you go there and the old 4 original buildings are still there, at least you'll know, you'll have some type of maybe gauging effect of knowing where you might be standing in proximity, if you can remember that. I think that's something to think about. I think that's pretty kind of cool. A lot of the bases in Germany are actually being demolished or renovated, and they're keeping the skeleton of it and remodeling the insides. I've seen a couple of buildings on the interwebs like that. I think that's really something kind of cool. So, now, one of the other things that I think about is, where have I been? Like, where have I lived at? Like, one of the places that I lived at is Okinawa, Japan. And I watch a couple of vloggers. Kit Zakimi is one with her husband Matt, and they actually have a clothing line, and for Okinawa that they have, which is really kind of cool, and it's called Ryukyu9, RYU9, and basically they're there vlogging on Okinawa, and I used to watch a lot of. I started out a while ago watching several people that have vlogged. Anyways, they have their own lineup of clothing, Ryukyu9, like I was just saying. And basically, I really think that that's kind of cool. Now, I've watched some other YouTubers that were from Okinawa that have moved on from the island, and basically they're no longer there. But you can go back. I think one of them was Got Love, GOTT Love. They're now in the United States. And there was, just a few other ones that I've used to watch. Project Wink, which is a family, and they were there on Okinawa. Now they're in Germany. And, so I kind of watched those videos and, kind of vicariously, see how things are back in those places where I used to live one time or another. And I think that's rather cool. So, okay. So anyway, I kind of, follow and kind of want to keep track of places I've been to or I followed or I was at one point in time. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I do, like to keep up with, for instance, what's going on with stuff in the military. One thing I always sometimes do is I go on Google Maps. And I can go to where I grew up or my grandparents lived at, and I can actually go and use Google Maps and actually, take a trip there and look at it using Google Maps or Google Earth is the one to use really, and just to see how things changed or how they kind of look right now, in comparison to the way it used to be. I and still kind of have those memories in my head to remember that's where I used to be at one point in time in my life. I think it's kind of really kind of a cool thing. Um, so I don't, I don't think that's what happens to me sometimes. I get into these moods and these modes where I just want to reminisce about the past, kind of think about things. Not that I want to go back and change them. I don't want to do that at all. I don't feel bad that things are the way they are now. And that I didn't do something what I mean by that is I don't feel bad that I didn't do something in the past that would have changed how things are now, because I like the now, right? But there's sometimes, you just have those things that you're like, man, I wish I would have done something differently in the past. Not relationship wise, but just like things in the past, like I wish I would have become, I wish I would have done this or went there or did that, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, maybe I'll do it a little bit later in my life. So those are the things that I sometimes find myself basically thinking about the past. And I wanted to make this video on that because I know I'm not the only one that is thinking about, finds myself in kind of like this condoldrum. I don't know if that's the right word there, but I find myself in this mode that I'm just like kind of, reminiscing and rehashing and looking into life of my past and kind of just kind of just enjoying it still, vicariously sometimes through YouTubers and stuff like that. Anyways, that's all I had to say about today. Now, also some other interesting things today. I wanted to add some things to these daily vlogs of mine. Whoops, dropped a Apple Pen there. So sometimes I want to go looking here at the interwebs, and I there was something that was really really interesting today. First of all, I just watched Live in Okinawa. That's Kit and Matt, and basically that's a YouTube page, Live in Okinawa. You can go there. They were just today at Shikina in Park in Shuri, in Naha, and it was a pretty cool thing. That was today. Okay, let's see here. What is the? Oh yeah, getting over here. I thought this was pretty funny. I have to say, if you have never seen it before, one of the most interesting things, I thought that I had seen everything until now. I swear that I don't know who is going to eat these. I think it must be a joke, but they are Hostess Twinkies, peanut butter and pickle sandwich. I'm like, what? Who the heck eats basically a peanut butter and pickle sandwich? Look, I know they say when your wife is pregnant, they might eat some type of weird contraption. I don't know if this is it. There was one deal last year. I think it was like last year. At some point in time, pickles were the in thing. They were like, yeah, I want pickles completely on my pizza. And I want pickles on this and that. And then pickles were just really in last year. And now they're so in that you can get a peanut butter and pickle Twinkie. Somebody find one of these. I have to say, you'll never find me eating one. Not whatsoever. I'm not into the pickles with my peanut butter. Pickles and peanut butter just don't match. I don't care what you put it on. I don't care even if it's on a Twinkie bread. I'm sorry, but I'm not eating it. Anyways, so I just thought that I would just put that out there for whatever it is. Anyhow, yeah, so maybe in the end, I have to say that is really really gross, and I think my eyes are burning just looking at the advertisement. It is completely nutcakes. I have to say the parks near down in Orlando now are at 35% capacity. They bumped it up a little bit, and so I don't know how long they've been going on like that. All those people that were thinking, oh, maybe it's been longer than a few weeks, because when people were thinking that it was 25% and the park was really at 35%, that would be interesting. I don't know. Somebody would have to research that out to know exactly when it is that they went to 35% from 40%. I mean, from 25%, 10% more. So, anyways, yeah, not much else going on this week. It was a quiet week, week as I, just worked up until yesterday, and then tomorrow I work today, and then tomorrow is off on Sunday, which is great, and then the Sunday will be fun day, and that will be more fun, and whatnot. So, anyhow, I just want to make a short video about what I just talked about. Tomorrow, which is Sunday, I'll have another daily vlog out. Won't know what it's all about until Sunday. Actually, I already have an idea of what I'm going to be talking about already. That's why I have the orange notebook. It's not blue. It's not blue. Okay. Okay. Anyways, enough about that. Talk to you guys later. And for now, thanks for watching. Over and out.